I know, like I said yesterday about all that stuff that I told you. Life like that sucks dick, having to go through that. If you're a teenager or an adult, and you're watching this, and you have these, keep doing good. Don't act bad. I mean, listen to your parents, but also you, the parent, need to listen to the person itself, because if you don't, and you sit there and say, I don't care, or, you know, it's more of, you need to listen to the, the adult with the disorder, or your child before, they're not adult yet. But point is, you need to listen to them, because prime example for me, all I ever did was listen to my stepdad, who was in the Navy, sit there, bitch and complain and understand certain things that's different about, kids with disability rather than people, kids without them. And for me, I've tried speaking how I feel and what's wrong, and, stuff like that. And I'm sorry if I'm kind of not speaking well. It's because I have taken a medication before doing this, and it kind of feels like it's stuck in my throat, making it sore. But as I was saying, it never went well for me, because this last one, talking about how I got kicked out and stuff, it was, I want to say, the very first time trying to speak out, and didn't go well. So I want you to listen to your child, and don't be a dick, okay? You're gonna have, I want to say, if you're a father, you and your son are gonna clash a lot. I just want to say this: don't be a dick to your son. Listen to him. Let him speak out about how he feels, then you do your thing. Or you tell him how you feel, and he tells you how he feels. Don't get physical, don't do nothing. Just listen. Hopefully the father, will actually think before you do something, and actually do the best you can. I mean, if that means you talking to him every day, spending time with him every day, something productive with each other, even as a family. I mean, I want to also say, besides that, don't kick him out just because you don't understand, or because you got physical one time, maybe twice, but the second time, it's not the child that's at fault, because he might be 19, 18, somewhere getting close to 20, it's not going to be the child's fault this time. It's going to be the father. Because sometimes if you don't, you know, do your best or whatever, you know, you, the person, if you did not do that, you know, and you kicked them out, I mean, over some stupid shit, mind you, at that as well, you're gonna feel like a dick if you do kick them out. If you don't, I mean, there's many different ways, but I want to say, for a prime example of what happened to me, what the choice that my stepfather made was the wrong, because he's my stepfather. My mom was abused. I was abused as a baby as well. I mean, her self-esteem's down to, you know, to shit. So when me and my stepdad started driving off path between liking each other, it went down, and I was constantly helping my mom. I told her, you know, for a prime example, you know, you look beautiful. You don't have to wear your makeup to look beautiful. A lot of nice shit. I mean, I fucking even helped pick out a dress for my mother. I mean, I did a lot for my mom, and to me, my stepfather didn't do jack shit for her self-esteem, because she had no self-esteem about herself. She didn't like how she looked, just a lot of different things because of my real father. And even the stepfather didn't do jack shit about it. So I myself did. So if you and your son start going down the path of not liking each other, you know, liking each other right off the bat, and you kick him out, and say you're a dick of a father, and you know, kick your son out, and you see and you start to realize how helpful he was, you know, around the house, or, you know, helping their mother, who possibly, I want to say, if you're a stepfather, coming out of a relationship that fucked up their self-esteem or whatever, just, I mean, even if you're, you know, their real father, just don't do that. Look how it's gonna affect your loved one, and think about that. Let alone think about, you know, if you're the stepfather, think and realize, you know, what the hell they've been through if they were born before, before you met their mom, their mom. And for the non-fathers, think and realize what you did wrong. I mean, just think. Because on top of that, you know, you and your son might have, your son might have had gotten along very well with the dog and had a bond where to the son or daughter it was like a brother, you know, and you kick them out before they pass away, and then the son or daughter finds out, and it's gonna affect them in the bad way. But on top of that, now not feeling like they're wanting to be there. I mean, that's not good. And every time the mother wants to invite them over to the house, they don't feel like they should go, or they don't want to. I mean, it's just do good. The son has to do good as well, but also tries to do good by trying to get you to listen and understand that you are not always right, and neither is the kid. Neither are they. But I mean, they say, the adults are always right, or, it's not. It's a load of bullshit. Even though you might be older and somewhat wiser than me, does not mean you're always right. I may be, young and as wiser than the younger, the ones that are younger than me. But I'm not even right. Adults, the grandparents that are above the adults, because they're older, they're wiser as well. They don't always know, if they're right or wrong, You learn things about yourself or life. You learn stuff about it. Say, say the actions or the choices you make, you don't know if they're right or wrong. Yes, trial and error. Excuse me. But be smart. If you have to fucking talk to yourself to figure out which action is wrong and which action is right, you need to sit there, shut the fuck up, and think for a second. Because the choice you pick might have a good or a bad consequence. A lot of the stuff that I've done has been good, but also bad. I wasn't right all the time, I wasn't wrong all the time. Did I want to say say to anybody that some of the choices I made were wrong or right? No, because that's not their fucking business. I'm trying to learn. But in the end, I've changed to being a complete asshole to becoming a caring, understanding, helpful, a lot of different things, but still keeping my asshole pissed off vibe when needed. That's just, I'm a person that needs to be. I mean, I don't know. A lot of things I try and say, it's hard to explain. A lot of times when I try and explain what I mean, it just gets, it goes down the crapper. And every time when I try and explain what I mean, when I can't, because I know what I'm trying to say, but I just can't put it into ways you can understand without pointing fingers at me and saying you're a cold-hearted bastard, or put words into my mouth. I have a hard time. And I feel like that was the other reason. But just do your best. I'm not gonna say this whole do or do not, there is no try bullshit in this. I'm not going to do a fucking Star Wars reference with Yoda. All I'm gonna say, try. If it works, it works. Good. I mean, if it doesn't, well, try and change certain things about it, and then do it. If it doesn't, don't sit there and give up, because if you give up or you make the wrong choice, it's going to throw the train off the rails, or off the track. But just try your best.